Hi, my name is Mr. Manzke. I'm the geometry teacher, and I'm going to go through some examples of some math problems for Unit 1, Day 3, Page 3, Part 2. Alright, so question number 5 is asking us to draw a line segment and a ray that's perpendicular to each other. So let's start with the shape. Let's go with the line segment. And again, for these exercises here, because they want you to draw it, okay. Here's our line segment. We'll call that P. And I'll make this a little bigger. And then we'll call that E. Now, the other one is going to be a ray. So we're going to need a endpoint. Doesn't matter where we put it, but I'm just going to put it on the line here. And we're going to draw a ray that's going to go up. Now the upside down T means that it's going to be perpendicular. So A is the endpoint. So put an A there. And then we're going to put an R up here. Okay, yeah, move that down a little bit. All right, because it's perpendicular, it's going to form a right angle here. So we're going to draw a right angle. Now remember, you could draw a right angle, or if you wanted to, you could put 90 degrees. Either one would be acceptable. Okay, so it can be either or. Okay, next question. Number 6, vertical angles ABC and DBE. Need to draw two lines. So here's one. Here's my second line. It could have been line segments if you wanted to, it's fine. Alright, so we're going to have to mark ABC, so we're going to make a point here. There's A. We'll make this point here. This is going to be B. And this point here, it's going to be C. So we'll mark here's A. This one's going to be C here. This middle one here is going to be B. Alright, and then we're going to mark our 2 points at the bottom. So we got to do D. And DBE. So E is going to be over here. Alright, so we got it labeled. Now we got to identify the angles that we want. ABC, that's going to be your top angle. Okay, because that would be ABC. And we'll do that again. For the bottom, DBE. So I'll mark right So these are your two angles that we're talking about here. Remember, they're across from each other, so one would be above and one would be below. Okay. All right. We're going to take a look at number 7. We're going to draw two angles that are complementary, and one of the angles is going to be 40. All right, we know that you have these two angles here. I'm going to borrow this for a second here. Excuse me for a second. There you go. All right. All right, we have two angles. We know we have angle A and angle B, and it's got to equal 90 degrees. Okay, now the first thing we do is we got to figure out, well, do we have all the information? We know that angle A is going to be 40. So I'm going to borrow this for a second. We're going to change that. We're going to make that 40. Okay, so 40 plus angle B equals 90. Now I have to solve for angle B. I have to get B by itself, which means I got to get rid of this 40. So I'm going to do minus, whoops, did not want to do that. I'm going to do that to both sides. Now what's going to happen on the left side, these are going to cancel out. Now negative 40 and 90, that's the same as taking 90 minus 40, which would give you 50. So we're going to draw two angles. One angle is going to be 40 and one is going to be 50. So we're going to draw, so our first angle here, okay, need a point here, and this angle here we'll call A. Got a little way of me here. Now one's got to be so this would be 90. Halfway would be 45, so a little bit less than that would be 40. So right here we're going to put 40 and move down a little bit here. And we'll put there 40 degrees. Now my other angle is going to have to be a little bit bigger than that, so let's draw 50. I'll just put it right here. Here's 40. Here's my point. Here's my other angle. Now remember, this is 90 halfway would be 45. So you make this a little bit bigger, wider. And we're going to say that this one right here is going to be 50. Oops, that missed. And we're going to call that B. Okay, so we have two angles that are complementary to each other. When you add the two angles together, it has to equal 90 degrees. Okay, one more. We're going to do supplementary angles, where angle D is 40 degrees. So we're going to borrow this for a minute. We have angle C. We have angle D, and that's got to equal 180. We know that angle D is going to be 40, so what we're going to do here is we're going to borrow that for a second, and we're going to make that 40. Now what I'm going to have to do is I have to get C by itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract from minus 40. We have to do that to both sides. Okay. And what's going to happen is these will cancel, and then 180 minus 40, use your calculator, subtract that, that'll give you 140. Okay. We're going to borrow this for a minute. Okay. We have angle D, which is 40. Okay. Now I have to draw angle C, which is 140. So what does that look like? So if we draw angle, you're going to have to draw a ray. We're only going to have 1 point. And this one's going to be C. And we're going to insert, this is 90, 135, and then 140. It's about right there. And there you go. So 140 and 40 together would be 180 degrees. So these two angles are supplementary. Okay, if you got any questions, let me know. My name is Mr. Manzke, and I'm the geometry teacher. Thank you very much for watching.